Hi, everyone. This is Mike Fleming, and I am the president of Sales Tax and More. And I'd like to talk with you today about the new requirements to get registered in the state of Alaska. Traditionally, Alaska has been viewed as one of the 5 NOMAD states. And NOMAD state, it's an acronym. It stands for New Hampshire, Oregon, Montana, Alaska, and Delaware. And these are the 5 states that don't have a general level sales tax. They do have other types of taxes or taxes at the local levels, but they don't have a state level general sales tax. And in Alaska, most people didn't give it a second thought because, not a lot of sellers have a physical presence in Alaska. And if they did have a physical presence, they didn't have it in a bunch of jurisdictions. They may have had it only in one jurisdiction. So Alaska's never really been high on anyone's radar. I mean, it's fairly remote. Companies in the lower 48 states don't often have a physical presence there. But because of economic nexus, and by the way, nexus just is a fancy word that we use for link or connection. And up until June 21st of 2018, whenever, states wanted to require someone to collect their tax, there had to be a physical presence. But on June 21st, the Supreme Court issued their decision in the Wayfair case. That was Wayfair versus South Dakota. And they overturned the requirement, the need for a physical presence. So now we can have an economic nexus or an economic connection or a link with the state. And then the state can require us to collect or remit their taxes. In Alaska, this threshold, it's either $100,000, which is a pretty good number for Alaska, or 200 transactions. 200 transactions is a pretty low number. So many of you or many of your clients may have a responsibility to go ahead and get registered in the state of Alaska because you now have this economic link or connection that we call an economic nexus. So we're using an April 1st start date for our clients. That is what we're getting them registered with. By the way, marketplaces are also required to get registered. And we did speak with Niels Anderson, who's the executive director of the Alaska Municipal League. They're going to be administering the tax up in Alaska. And we've got a podcast out there with Niels as our guest. And he confirmed that, the marketplaces are going to be collecting, but they're working on getting their systems up to speed so that they can be compliant. So they may not start right away, but sometime maybe by the end of April, we'll see the marketplaces collecting. Now, if you only sell on a marketplace or your clients only sell on a marketplace, Niels has confirmed with us that there's no need for registration, especially once these marketplaces begin collecting tax. But if you sell on your own website or through multiple channels other than marketplaces, then those marketplace sales, even though someone else is collecting the tax, they are included in the thresholds. And if your exposure is material, that's our words, not Niels' words or the state's words. But if your exposure is material and you're over the thresholds, we recommend getting registered. If you need more information about this, please go to our website. It is www.salestaxandmore, or you may reach out to us directly through contact@salestaxandmore.com, all spelled out. So contact@salestaxandmore.com or www.salestaxandmore.com. Thanks for viewing, and look forward to talking to you next time. Bye-bye.